Greetings. Peace and love, everybody. We'll just wait for a couple more people to come in the room. Hold on 1 second. All right. All right. Peace and love. I'm just going to go ahead and start the video. And as it replays, everyone can get all the juicy content. I think this is like my second live video. I usually don't do live videos. So I just got to get all my subscribers and mentees used to catching me. I don't like to do a particular time frame, but I did actually do a call to action today. So again, generally it's a question and answer type of vibe, just to kind of see, you know, what you all might need to know. And I know generally people, it's like, it's Friday, maybe they're out with their families, maybe, you know, maybe they're hanging out, maybe they're taking a nap, whatever it is. But for me, I'm always on the grind, y'all. I'm always on the grind. It's just in my nature to do so. So I have some questions that I'm gonna go over, and we'll pretty much go from there. So it'll be a variety of questions that people have reached out to me about. So mainly all dealing with marketing and advertising, and how to get your business started. So 1, networking. I'm a huge fan of networking. I don't think there is any better way to build a business than to get out there, shake some hands, and get to know people. If you can give me some tips on where I should start. Well, network requires a time commitment, and it doesn't have instant gratification involved. It takes a while to kind of get the results sometimes, and sometimes it's immediate. So you really don't know, but you just have to pretty much play with it. Again, I do have a video about networking, what true networking looks like, and how you can mimic what I've done and see if those results work out to you. But my suggestion is, if you haven't been to a home buyer's course, first time home buyer's course, you should go, because that's where your clients will be. You'll meet a real estate agents, you'll meet title insurance company individuals, you'll meet people dealing with credit, you'll meet some of the people that are giving the loans, you'll meet people from banks. So if you haven't been to a home buyer's course, that's something that I suggest you do. If you're interested in being a real estate agent or even buying a home, you'll learn about that process too. So you have a lot of things that you can dip into in terms of being able to go to the home buyer's course. How do you get involved in your home buyer's course? All you have to do is Google. Google is my friend, you all. I'm constantly telling my mentees to Google it. I am Googling your first-time home buyers course in your area is a good step to help you network. So find out, and it's usually by it could be by county, but most likely it could be by county, it could be by state. But either way, Google your first time home buyers course program, take the program, make sure you have cards by that time, and network, work the room, work the room, work the room. Peace and love, Sister Geraldine. Thank you for joining. I usually don't do lives, but I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to evolve. So I'm just talking about, well, I have some Q&As that people have asked me along the way, in addition to so I'm basically answering those questions. The sister wanted to know about networking. So that's something you could do. Take the first time home buyers course, even if you are not looking to buy a home, you are looking to go to meet clients. That's a way to network, because you can be pretty much sure that your target market is in the first time home buyers course. Most of the time, the home buyers course is free, or it is federally governmental funded of some way. So you can, first time home buyers course, hit that one up first. One other thing I can add on about the first time homebuyers course. If you find yourself, if those who are on here, if you can hear me, just put a 1 in the chat box, just so I know that you can hear me. If you can hear me, just put a 1 in the chat box, just so I know that you can hear me. All right, cool. Peace, Nolita. Great. So to add on to the first time homebuyers course, one thing you can consider is volunteer to give a speech. If you feel comfortable as a notary and a notary signing agent, if you feel comfortable speaking, if you feel comfortable in knowing the process of what a notary signing agent does, you can reach out to them and say, have your proposal and say, hey, I'm a notary and a notary signing agent. I would love to talk about the process of what one can endure as a potential home buyer, and how the relationship works between a notary signing agent and the home buyer. That's what I do. I teach the first time home buyers course in terms of what a notary does, and it works out well. I get a lot of referrals and no complaints. So you're going to give a speech at the first time home buyers course. What else we're going to do? Always, 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 when you do get work, ask for a referral. I know it seems like something that's so simple, but ask for a referral. People are really timid for some reason for asking for what they want. And I think that's just a life lesson in general. But when you're dealing with someone, don't be shy. This is your business. This is how you put bread on your table, possibly. Or this is your play money. This is my spa money. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Just ask for what you want. And so what you want is a referral. So when you're dealing with clients, ask for a referral, whether it's online, whether it's by phone, whether it's on person, ask for a referral. And most people are willing to give it. Most people like, hey, do you know any other companies, or do you know any other individuals who might need notary services? They'll say yes, or they'll say no, or they'll give you a list of people who may need your services. Oh, my grandmother, she can't leave the house and she was looking for a notary last week. Or, my uncle is in a nursing home and he says they're always looking for a notary. Whatever it is, people, if they get services from you and they enjoy your services, they want to help you. And one way they can help you is by providing this information. So some people are like forthcoming with it. And if they don't have anything for you now, maybe they'll have something for you later. This one is kind of cheesy, but I keep losing connection, but stay with me, y'all. Stay with me. One other thing that you can do is I live in the backwoods, okay? So I got some rethinking to do in terms of internet. One other thing you can do is offer coupons. Offer coupons. Create a coupon, copy and paste a coupon, add your information in there, and you could either go around town and put the coupon on bulletin boards. You can create a newsletter and add it to your marketing newsletter. You can, every time someone works with you, you can give them a coupon. You can, if you have like a local penny saver or a business magazine or something and you want to pay to put it in a directory or a listing, let me tell you, one thing people like are deals. Anytime someone feels like they're getting a deal, they're all for it, okay? They are with it. So if you can create a coupon, then go ahead, because it really does attract some form of business. Now, if they don't utilize the coupon, you're getting name recognition, right? So they see your name, they see your business name, they see your picture, they hear your slogan over and over. You're getting name recognition. Call if you want to. Well, we hope the government shutdown is over, but you could also offer your services free to furlough workers. I've been doing a lot of work for furlough workers, because they're trying to pull out of their 401ks, all different types of funding that they have, and so they need us right now, and most of that paper needs to be notarized. So if we're done with the government shutdown for now, I mean, that's something, hopefully we won't have to go through that again, but that's something you can consider. Whether it's giving to furlough workers, whether it's offering to vets, you want to offer a vet a coupon, you want to offer senior citizens coupons, you want to offer, students coupons, or my mom says coupon. So however, whatever, if it's a coupon, whatever it is, you can offer this as a service to your current existing customers or your future customers. It also helps to generate repeat business. So if someone's working with you and you give them a coupon, they have more of an incentive to come back to you. So that's something you definitely can consider. Another thing right now, you can do a giveaway to the same concept, either to a student, either a furlough worker, a vet, disabled individuals, whatever it is. You have to be careful how you word this stuff though. So be mindful, check out your state standards before you decide to put anything on your coupons or advertisements, especially when it comes to disabilities. But the veterans, I don't think you have to be too conscious or careful when it comes to offering, because that's you see that pretty often, right? While we offer to vets. So that's something that you can think about too, and what that giveaway could look like. That giveaway could be a free service, like a free service to a student, or free service for the next 2 months, or whatever you decide, whatever you feel comfortable doing, that is what you give away. If you want to give away back to school, you want to do a back to school drive for students, underprivileged students, you can go and get 10 back, put them up with goodies right before back to school, offer them. Whether it's, if you have to go to your local Salvation Army, if you go to, someone in a political party, or someone to get the word out that this is what you're doing to help people. And of course, your business card would be in there. Something, your business pen, something is going to be in that bag so people know where to find you. All right, so after you're gonna do the giveaway, let's see, what else have people wanted to know about? And then just make sure when you are doing any form of business, Sometimes you will have conflict. Like, that's natural. Conflict is natural, because you have to have polar opposites. You feel me? So if you're feeling good, if you're feeling, just happy in life and blah, 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 you have to have the alternative, the polar opposite, because that's just science. That's just nature. So, but you're going to make sure that anytime you do have conflict, that you're going to use your best communication skills to decide how things should go. And the whole concept of customers always right. That, whatever. You believe in it, you don't believe in it, it's really up to you. But either way, you just want to make sure that you give the best service all the time, right? Because if you give the best service all the time, what's going to happen? Word of mouth. So as you're dealing with people, people are going to talk about you in a good way, hopefully, and talk about their service that they had. Like, oh my gosh, I met this notary, and she gave me a really great service, and at the end of it she gave me a cute little pen, or she gave me a keychain, or she gave me something, and I had a really good experience. So next time you need her, there you go. There's your referral. Okay. So that's 2 in 1. That's word of mouth and referral at the same time. It's one of the best marketing tools that you can have. And guess what? It's free. It's free. It's free. Word of mouth is free. Do a good job and people will talk about it. Do a good job and people will talk about it. Word of mouth. I've talked about this a lot, which is in terms of, so these questions for people that are just coming on and going off and coming on, or it's just random questions and answers that I've received from individuals. And people always want to know, how do I get started? How do I get started? Where do I go next? What do I do? And sometimes some of these videos, that was distracting. Some of these videos are repeats. They're repeats because people keep asking the same questions. So they'll watch a video and still have the same questions. So I urge people, when you do watch an informational videos, that you're making sure that you're taking notes. You know what I mean? You're taking notes and then actually follow your notes. So one other thing that you can do is, this lady, she wants to know, how can I, where do I start? Thank you. I think that, yo, bro. That's the one thing about internet, you feel me? Like, you're gonna have all different types of trolls. I remember as I was going through my some of you all know he's like he's a brother. He's a brother to me, but Andre Hatchett, when he first started, or even now, if you go through his messages on any of his videos, you will see people writing some really inappropriate things. So this is not easy to be on here knowing that you are attempting to serve people. It's not just for you. Like, I got a life, I got things to do, and I am taking a piece of my life to offer to you all, you know what I mean? And so when you have people on here like that, it doesn't bother me, because I know that's super random and it has nothing to do with me. But it's just like, for some people it can really be an attack to the ego. And so again, I'm always making sure that I'm clear about my intentions on why I'm doing something, and I'm gonna focus on that. Because I know, I see my emails, I see my messages, I know that people want the information. So it doesn't really bother me too much, but it's distracting. Peace, Marvis. Peace, peace, peace. Thank you. So she wanted to know what she can do to get clients. And the thing that I always say is start off by joining notary directories. Google, no, remember I said if you just getting on, Google is my friend, okay? Google is my friend. Google supports me. Google is like my personal assistant. Okay, so utilize Google. So if you type in notary signing agent directories, notary platform, you're going to have a lot of options to choose from. And when I first started, I'm someone who's super passionate. So when I start something that I really enjoy, I go hard with it. So I pretty much stayed up all night until I couldn't do it anymore, filling out applications to notary platforms. Everyone that I could find. It was like pages and pages and pages. Everyone that I could find, I just filled out. You have to make sure when you are doing it, you have to make sure that you have a W-9. W-9 lets the company know that you're working, that you're an independent contractor, and that also sends information to the IRS. So they also know, pardon me, sends information to the company so the company can produce a 1099. The 1099 says that you are an independent contractor and that you may or may not have to pay taxes on that money, which as notaries, we don't actually pay self-employment tax. We don't pay self-employment tax on the money that we receive, but we still need the 1099 from the company. The company sends you a 1099. You take that 1099 and you file your taxes with the 1099. You just need to make sure that your tax preparer knows that you're not supposed to have any self-employment taxes taken out of that, because usually when we get our money, if you contract for $75, you're getting $75. There's no taxes taken out of that money. So once you get onto the notary directories, again, you'll have to have your W-9. Sometimes you have to have your a copy of your ID, the front portion and the back portion. Then you'll need to have your commission. Then you need to have your insurance. If you have errors and omissions, if you're in a state that requires a notary bond, or if you have a notary bond, even if it's not required, you need to produce that. And also, if you have any training, if you have any form of training, you need to make sure that you have that as well. Then you upload all of that information, every single time. So is it tedious? Yes. Is it worth it? Sometimes, no. But sometimes, yes, of course. That's why I'm on here doing this video, sharing it with you. Like, it's been an amazing process to have an additional stream of income in addition to whatever else. If you have a regular job, regular 9 to 5, and you're doing, you're doing this and you have that additional money, there's always money hitting your bank account. There's always money hitting your mailbox. So it makes sense to do. If you're like, you know what, this is just too difficult for me to do. It's triggering. I have a life. I'm not able to do this. Hire a virtual assistant. Hire a virtual assistant. I'm a virtual assistant. You don't have to hire me though. I'm kind of like, I'm tapped out in terms of clients. I'm not taking new clients right now until I finish off my other clients projects. I have some temporary clients. But either way, hire a virtual assistant. It's not that difficult. You go on, you find somebody who you feel is comfortable with. I didn't know that. That's really good to know. I'll probably have to reach out to you soon. Hire a virtual assistant. Make your life easy. Make your life easy and hire a virtual assistant to do some of these things. Now, you can hire them on a per job basis. You can hire them hourly. This is an investment, so you will have to pay something. It's not going to be totally free, although I do have a bartering site that I'm going to talk to you about in a second. And get the work done. You have to be willing, even if it's like, I'm just going to use him or her for an hour. $25 an hour. They charge $25 an hour. I'm going to just use them for an hour. They're going to be extremely productive for me for 1 hour. And then every month or every week, I'm going to use that individual to do X amount of work for me. Okay. But the thing about virtual assistants is they're not going to do everything for you. So have a clear plan of what you need from them and then submit the plan to them and go from there. Notary directories. When I talk to some of my mentees and I'm like, look, just do this, this, and this, and this. And maybe I have a nighttime appointment with them and by morning time, they've gotten a job. I just feel, I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. You got to be willing to do the work, even if you're not sure what's going to happen. I do want to share with you something that did happen with a client, which was she had dealt with some identity theft. And all of these companies, one thing you will have to have when you sign up to them is your bank account information. So you will have to have your bank account information. You will have to submit, you know, your checking routing number or however you plan on getting your direct deposit from the businesses. Because when you start working for them, once you sign up to them, and they give you a job, they're not going to try to run you down to pay you. So you need to have your checking account information available when you sign up to Notary Signing Directories. This sister was worried because she had some identity theft issues and she did not want to give her bank account information. My suggestion to that, my remedy to that is go and get yourself a prepaid debit card. Go and get a prepaid debit card and go and get yourself a prepaid debit card and give them your routing number and stuff like that. So all the money that goes to that account, you know where it comes from. If anything, transactions go wrong, haywire somewhere, you know, yeah, totally. Yeah. You can use prepaid PayPal. You get yourself a Rush card. You can get yourself a Western Union card. You can get any card that you want. They all have direct deposit information on them. They all have routing numbers and account numbers. And so you could utilize your routing and account number. And that way you don't have to worry about hitting your other bank accounts. And again, all you have to do is simply do a Google, Yahoo search, whatever it is, and enter signing agent directories or signing agent platforms, signing agent companies. Some of them are companies that are just advertising for themselves. So you have to be mindful of that too. Like, what am I signing up to? So once you go to the website and decipher they're actually looking to hire me, then go ahead and apply with the information that I mentioned to you and then pretty much wait. Now, I will say, if you didn't sign up to 20, 30, you know, companies, or if you signed up for less than 10, I should say, don't think that's the end of it. Don't think like, all right, I signed up to 10 companies and now I'm done. That's not how it works. You have to constantly be seeking out new business. You have to constantly seek out new business. So if you did 10 last month and you didn't get any bites, maybe you should try and do more for the next month. Okay. Sister Nolita, refresh my memory and tell me what state you're in. If Sister Nolita is on, if you could just tell me what state you're in. I will do I'm gonna do a okay, Northern Virginia. I'm thinking that I need to do a meetup in Maryland, in like near DC somewhere. I need to do a meetup there very soon because I'm getting swamped with Maryland. And I don't think I have Maryland tagged in any of my videos. So maybe it's just the energy that I'm attracting that I'm getting so many Maryland individuals. So I'm going to do a meetup there. I'll probably do it when the season breaks in April because yeah, buddy, I'll probably do it when the season breaks because I'm just an individual that doesn't really like to travel when it's cold. And so, and I feel like I'm my best self in spring and summer. So I'll probably do a meetup in April. As some people know, like I travel in the summer, so I'll be in Africa all summer. So I'll do it most likely in April. April is my power month, so I'll do it in April meetup, and I will reach out to everybody and let them know what I'm doing. Oh, one thing I wanted to say too, in terms of not directories, in terms of notary platforms, you don't, there are a couple of platforms that want you to pay. Like, I can't think of that one right now that wants you to pay. But if you're like not feeling good about paying for anything, I wouldn't do it anyway. I would go for all the free ones. So go for everything free first. And then maybe your second or third round of applying to places, then you can go ahead and start to pay for stuff if you're already making money by then. But my concept is not for you to just spend, and you're not receiving in any money. But also, I've said multiple times before, if you're spending on your business, you're not receiving any money in, I would stop spending money and evaluate what you are doing and what you're not doing. There's no reason for you to go in the hole. And if it's something that you can tweak a little bit to adjust your business and actually get you money. So stop spending money. If you spent, like, if you're up to like more than $1,000 in your business as a notary, not other business, as a notary, and you haven't made any money yet, stop spending money, and seek out a mentor ASAP to figure out where you can change the course of what you're doing. So that leads me to talk about the directories. Okay, so directories and platforms are two different things. A directory is like the yellow pages for notaries. Okay, directories, majority, some of them are free, some of them do cost. So again, my concept is do free first, and then your second or third round of getting business, then you can start paying if you're starting to receive money in. Advertise and market as much as you can on the free sites. So a lot of my calls, I track all of this stuff because I love analytics. I love to see numbers and things of that nature, and I like to see where my business is coming from. So I just need to know. I just need to know, and it makes sense for your business. And that way, if you do need to do any paid advertisement, you know where to funnel your money to. And my business does come from directories. Like recently, all my business has been coming from directories. Majority of my business has been coming from directories, and then that it just works out really well. So hopefully after this video, you will go and evaluate what you're doing, what you're not doing, and what you have done, maybe you need to tweak, and what you haven't done, do. It's really simple. Someone said something to me today that I offered them some advice, and they was like, I've heard it before, but the way you said it was so simple. It is simple. We complicate things. We complicate things. A lot of things are really, really simple, but we overcomplicate it. Don't overcomplicate it. This is the model, and now you have to just take action and do it. If you've applied to notary sign-in directories, if you've applied to platforms and it hasn't worked, just apply again to different, newer, older. Just keep applying, and you will start to reap what you sow. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. What else? If you don't have a website, just you can start with a free one through WordPress. It's totally fine. You can buy it's free. It's free. So you set it up, you get someone else to set it up, you get a virtual assistant to set it up, and it just gives you brand recognition. Okay, so maybe you're not selling anything, but it puts you into your a search engine optimization. So it constantly sees, you know, Divine Notary. It constantly sees Notary Wellness Mentor. So when someone does search for notary, you know, your name pops up higher in the search engine. I won't talk about that right now. And so what else? What other questions? If you all have some questions too, I will go ahead and answer them. I have a few more that I'll go to, and then I'm going to wrap it up for the night. Also, you have to, this is really simple, and I've talked about it before. How to successfully advertise your business, in addition to some of the things that we mentioned, is your social media. If you don't have a social media business page, I have a pet peeve I'm gonna talk to you about too. But if you don't have a social media business page, you want to go ahead and start a social media business page. So if you have a personal page, you know how you see on the sideline it says create a page, and you're gonna go ahead and create a page. Why did that go away? Hold on. For the directories, are you doing? No, I did like like 40 or 50 in one day. So I did about 40 or 50 in one day, but if you pace yourself however you need to pace yourself. So if you did 10 this month, and sorry. If you did 10 this month and you didn't get any business, do 10 again next month. If you did 20, you know, in 2 months and you didn't get any business, do another 10. Okay. Also, sometimes if I am your mentor, if you have profile that you set up, then you probably want to have me look at it. I had to do that for a couple of my mentees. They were a part of different platforms, and they were wondering why they weren't getting any jobs. And first of all, they only applied to like 3 places. So that's why they didn't get any business. But the other reason was, I know we don't like to think about this, but we know that there's racism, right? We know that there's discrimination. We know that it happens. This particular person had a very interesting name. And first and foremost, the first name and last name was hard to pronounce. Okay, so do you really want to call somebody when you can't even pronounce their name? And I know that's a reflection on them. That's a reflection not on the people possibly hiring them. But yeah, they couldn't pronounce their name. Couldn't pronounce their name is so difficult. Like, the first name is not super difficult, but it's awkward to say because the consonants and vowels that are like how they are placed. And the last name was so freaking long. So the only thing, my suggestion was to him, if you have a nickname that you can go by, you make your nickname your main aspect, right? And then for your business, you make sure you have your full name. I mean, what else can you do? Or if, you know, even better, if you have a business name, your business name should be on there. You know, it is what it is. I'm very clear about this, that usually when I sign up to the notary directories, they want your picture, right? I never put my picture up. I never put my picture up because it's none of their business, okay? Who I look like, who I am in terms of that. As long as I have all the records, my background check, I forgot to mention that earlier, when you apply to different locations. As long as I have a clean background check, as long as I have all the state standards, I'm up to state standards, what I look like has nothing to do, it has no indication or implication on how I'll be during my job, okay? So my mother has named me what she's named me, she's told me, is because she wanted me to have a fair opportunity in the workplace. And they will discriminate against names, and there's nothing we can do about it. I mean, unless you plan on changing your name. So it sucks, but it's real. But okay, so the social media platform, making sure that you have a social media page that's specifically for business. Okay, so my pet peeve is I'm on Divine Notary, which I don't do, but when I'm on Divine Notary and she's talking about what she ate for dinner, no one cares. No one cares about what you ate for dinner on your business page. They just don't. It's considered unprofessional. It's not professional. Just think about it. When you go to do this as a research assignment, go to different business pages, billionaire minded pages, right? And go and see what they post on their page. If you see the CEO eating dinner, which you won't, let me know. If you see the husband and wife hanging out at the beach, let me know. It's usually not part of the standard, okay? So when you have a business page, focus on your business, unless it's a business meeting. If it's a business meeting, then that's a different story. You know, sometimes you can no, I wouldn't say that. When you focus on your business page, it should be about business, nothing else. I don't care about little Jackie's recital. Jackie cute and all, but it has nothing to do with me making money as a notary. So your business page is all about your business. Now, that might not get you title agent companies. That might not get you real estate companies. That might not get you, debt consolidators or anything like that. That will probably get you that will probably get you that will get you regular general notary clients, and that's perfectly fine because that's what you want. And then that will lead up to bigger clients, and it also will help you get used to the paperwork. I'm going to do a forms training. I'm going to do a mini forms training on one of my lives, and I'll share my screen. And I'll walk you through some paperwork. And my Notary Wellness Mentor Facebook group, which is just for paid mentees, I'm going to do a full one, a really simple but common document that you'll use over and over. So that's going to be super awesome and really helpful for you, because you could be out there and about and like, oh, I'm ready to work, but you don't know how to fill anything out. you don't know how to fill out a simple acknowledgement. You don't know how to fill out an oath. You don't even know the difference between them. And I'm not bashing you, but I'm just saying, like, check yourself. Like, you have to, it's almost like you just have to make sure you know what you're doing before you go out there and start signing papers. And thank God you have insurance, because if you do mess somebody's up, you could, be really liable. And it's just gonna be crazy. That's awesome. That's awesome. Those things really work when you first start. Those sign here, they're just so important. All right, I'll do 2 more and then I am out like a light. Let's see which ones I'll talk about. Oh, okay, yeah. All right, so a couple of other questions that I received is, how much money do I make? It really depends on where you live, who you work for, if you're working for somebody, what documents you notarize, and do you travel? And pretty much that really will tell what your pockets look like. I am a 24-hour notary. I will go out in the middle of the night, depending on the money. If it makes sense, it has to make sense. If it doesn't make sense, I'm not doing it. But if it does make sense, I'll do it. The other thing is, you have to know your state fees. Okay, so you just can't make up a fee. You have to know your state's fees. You have to, for your actual notarial, and you have to make sure that there is or is not a a certain fee amount for mileage. Okay. And if you have any other restrictions. So it's a really quick search, like, you know, I'm in Maryland, how much is the fee for Maryland notaries? And then it'll pop up, you know, it's $4 for oath, acknowledgement, or what have you, and then pretty much go from there. In terms of the notary signing, the loan signing, that could be a little bit more complicated. I do have a video about determining your fees, and you can check that out. It's like 13 minutes long. It's not super long. And then pretty much decide. Last year I specifically made on a part-time basis, I made $14,000. So, but I don't know. That's just me. Like, that might not be enough for you as a part-time business, but for me as a part-time business, that was great. And I know that I can increase it with some of the different things that I'm doing now. And you just have to have multiple layers to your business. Okay. You have to have multiple layers to your business, and your business has to be transferable in a sense. Like, you have to be able to cross sell people. So, and what I mean by cross sale is, say for instance, all right, so I'll tell you about me in particular. So if you come to me and you sit down with me, yes, I'm a notary. I can notarize some stuff for you, but I'm also a tax preparer. So I can prepare your taxes. And most of the time I hear people talking and they're like, yeah, you know, and I'm in the medical field. I'm a CPR instructor. I can certify you every 2 years, girl. And I can come to your house and do it. So you have to be able to cross sell them. They're like, oh, I'm trying to lose weight. Girl, I'm a holistic coach. I got meal plans. I got meal plans that you can just download straight from my site, you know. Or she's like, I'm pregnant, you know. I'm a doula. I help people, you know, give birth. So you have to have something to cross sell. And so you need to think about that, whether it's, you know, with brother Andre Hatchett, he has the fingerprinting. So if you need him for fingerprinting, he could hook you up. So just have other aspects to your business. You just to be a notary, I just don't think it's wise. You just have to have other aspects to your business so you can cross sell. So that will all depend. So how much do I make? I made $14,000 in last year, and it worked for me. I'm already doing good, real well for January. It's an unusual January, and so I'm projected to make. My goal would be to make $20,000 in 2018. That's my goal, to make $20,000 in 2018 on a part-time basis. And that's not even working for a year, because I am out the country for 3 months out the year. So, and I do give my clients to my partner, which is my mother, when I'm gone. So my clients go to my mother when I'm gone. And if you have someone, a partner that you can work with, I would suggest that, especially if you have a full-time job. If you have a full-time job, it's very difficult to work and run a business. So having a partner who maybe he or she works during the day and you work at night, something like that. Just be creative. You know, at the end of the day, just be creative. Just be creative. Let's see. One last question, and then we are out. We are out. Let's see. Yeah, yeah, that training, the forms training. Yeah, I'm gonna hook y'all up. I'm gonna hook y'all up. And then we can kind of go from there. All right, I'll do. All right. So, yeah, we got to have multiple streams of income. If it doesn't make sense not to. It doesn't make sense not to. I am going, so my business name, one of my business names is Notary Wellness Mentor. And the reason why it's Notary Wellness Mentor, the wellness is in there, is because I talk a lot about energy. And I want people to understand that money is energy. Money is energy. Your business is energy. Everything around us is energy. It's constant. And in order for your business to do well, you have to speak good on your business. You can't expect other people to speak good on your business. You have to speak good on your business at all times. So when people say, well, yeah, I got a little business, why does it have to be little? Your dreams aren't little, and isn't that part of your dreams? So stop downplaying yourself, stop downplaying your business. One of the things that I constantly get is super pessimistic people in regards to their business. They're like, I did everything. I'm not getting any money. I did this and they didn't pay me. Oh, I'm having a lot of no-shows, or I'm having people, be mean. Whatever it is, it's just been super pessimistic. I'm not sure if people know that that's what they're doing. I'm not sure. I don't really get it, but actually I do get it. I do get it. I do get it. I just wish they would get it. If you get that you are in control of your mind, and you're in control of your business to a certain degree, and what you say about your business really determines how your business works. My business is doing well because I speak good on my business. My business is doing well because I have plans of actions. My business is doing well because I am constantly speaking good on my business. My business is doing well because this is what I wanted. My business is doing well because this additional income that I get is, it affords me an additional whatever. It affords me additional time, so I don't have to do this and I can do this. And so you need to know your why. So if you haven't done a business plan, first do your business plan. But if you haven't really determined why you want to do this, I would sit down and think about why you want to do this. Why is this important for you to start this business? What would this money actually do for you if you started your business and if you became successful? Why? Just why? Why do you want to be a notary? What would this do for your family? What would this do for, your great grandchildren? Like, what's the benefit of you starting this business? And whether this is transferable, you always have to know your why in everything that you do. So if you don't have, I'm, like I said, I'm cheesy, y'all. So let me hide my address. I'm cheesy. You see this? My career portfolio. I am cheesy. I like to see my accomplishments in front of me. I like to see my accolades in front of me. It's just important. It's important. It's important for me to just constantly have everything that I've done, all my certificates and everything. I need to see it. I need to constantly remind myself of my greatness, of what I've done. Constantly remind myself of my greatness. Peace, Sister Cheryl. I'm constantly reminding myself of my greatness. I'm constantly reminding myself of my greatness, because that's no one else's job but mine. It's my job to remind myself of my greatness. And having a career portfolio helps put in perspective my hard work. Everything that I've done to add on to my personality, to my business, to my energy. So I know my why. My whys are always in front of my face. You feel me? My whys constantly keep me going. My whys make sense to me. My why. Hello. My whys make sense to me. So it just makes sense to write down your why. Why do I want to start a notary signing agent business? Because the universe hears you, and then everything else starts to work in accordance to your why. I know it sounds like, I don't know how it sounds to you all, but it energetically, it works. So if you haven't written your business plan, if you haven't written your business plan down, if you haven't thought about your why, think about your why. Why are you doing this? What will this do for your business? Will this bring you intergenerational wealth? Part of my why, did I share my why? I don't think I shared my why. My why is, I'll just share one aspect of my why. My why is because I wanted more flexibility in my schedule. I wanted to be able to go to Africa for 3 months out the year, every year. And having an additional source of income, piece, have an additional EC worldwide, have an additional source of income helps me to be able to go to Africa for 3 months out the year. So it just makes sense to me. So seriously, y'all, know your why, know why you're doing this. It has to make sense to you, has to make sense to the universe. Universe hears it, and then the universe will support you. Man, I'm gonna have to do another video at another time and really give you a testimony of what I've been through. And I know we all have stories, but I think it just makes a lot more sense when someone is doing it and they show you where they were then and where they are now, and it just helps for you to really fully see the vision. So do y'all have any questions? Y'all have any questions before I go? Sister Cheryl, you'll probably have to just watch the video over again. And if you have any questions, you can always email me. But if there are any questions, you can type them in the chat box now. And I'm gonna try. I see. I don't want to say I'm gonna do this every Friday because my life is just so busy. If I have a job, then did I do a video about my jobs today? My jobs today were super exciting. I pretty much did a lot of property inspections and photo inspections today. I'm not really sure why I'm in the season of that, but I am in that season where I'm doing a lot of photo inspections and property inspections. And I really like that because I was previously a real estate agent in another state, but I'm not in the state of Maryland because I'm new to Maryland still. So, but I'm going to be, I'm going to, after tax season, I'm going to take my real estate license before I go to Africa. And it's already setting me up. I'm already there because, I'm doing these house inspections and I kind of feel like a real estate agent already, but I've always been in the real estate field anyway. My parents are investment buyers and they own like so many properties. So it's already put me in that state of mind. Becoming a signing agent in Maryland means, why does it do that? Why do they disappear like that? No. Okay. Hold on. Becoming a signing agent in Maryland means getting your TPL. So do I just get certified as a signing agent, then get what do you mean get certified as a signing agent? You don't have to be certified as a signing agent. You can just be a signing agent. Like, I didn't take any training before I called myself a signing agent. I just called myself a signing agent because I had the experience, I had the knowledge. But if you find yourself if you don't have that same experience as me, then you probably should take a notary signing agent course. But if you're doing anything with me, if you're doing forms training in particular, you're a notary signing agent. And what I'm noticing is that because I just showed you all those certifications, lots of people want a piece of paper. So probably in the spring, I'm getting one design, or before. If you've gone through the 4 phases that I offer through my Notary Wellness Mentor program, especially once I'm still working, I have the online school, but it's been a time, y'all, trying to get this. Sorry about my crooked. camera. But it's been a time trying to get this notary school up, and it's just been a lot trying to get the notary school up. But the notary school is like 80% done. And then so once you go through the notary school, and if you go through all 4 phases, I will give you a certification. Okay, so you'll have a piece of paper to say I'm a notary signing agent, and you can do that. Let me answer the second part of that question. So the second part of the question is getting certified as a TPL. No matter what, you have to have a title. You have to have a title producer's license in the state of Maryland. So that you can't bypass. But a notary signing agent course, you don't have to take a notary signing agent course. I think we talked about that, sis. You don't have to take a notary signing agent course. You don't have to take a notary signing agent course. If you want to take it because you feel like you don't know anything about the notary signing agent business, then you need to take it. But you have to also understand that the notary signing course does not, well, it depends which one you take. Andre Hatchett has a notary signing agent course too. He has a lot of things that you can take from him on his site, Andre Hatchett. His is the Notary Business School. You can take his courses, but later on, once I was getting into the business, I took some courses just because through him. But it's up to you. You can do it. Let me see the other part of your question. So I'm not sure if I answered your question, but you don't have to you don't have to go through a signing agent course. You can if you'd like to. It's not required. What is required is a TPL. You can't bypass that. You do need to get a TPL. You got to take the course. You got to take the state test, and then you'll have your TPL. Notary and signing agents are different. Yes, notaries and signing agent are different. A notary is not necessarily trained in real estate. Signing agents are trained in real estate. Just getting started in Virginia, getting notary licenses. How much for you to mentor me when I get started? Right now it's $25 an hour for 1 hour sessions. That is going to increase because because it just is. I'm exuding a lot of energy for everyone. I'm giving a lot of information. So that is gonna increase. And my mentor wasn't that happy that was only doing it for $25 for the hour anyway, but I wanted to reach people at a certain level. I didn't want to break the bank. I wanted people to feel like $25, I could do that. In my first month that I started mentorship, my son is like mathematician, and so he calculated he was all in my money, but I must have had like 40. No, that's not right. I think I had like 25 mentors my first month. So but yes, it's $25 for 1 hour sessions. In the chat box, I'll leave the link to my calendar where you can book an appointment with me. And I do have another video on here too, if you'll go to that, and it's about the courses, the different phases that you can join. But if you want to leave your information I feel like I emailed you. I'm not sure, brother, if I've emailed you, but if you need me to email you, just leave your information down and I'll send you the information on the different phases that you can work with me. But for currently, the introductory price of $25 is still going on. Let's see what other questions. Oh, awesome. You're taking Brother Dre's class. Yeah, I love Brother Dre. His brother and my brother actually have the same name. I love his brother. His brother is my brother. And he constantly pushed me to kind of do this. Like I said, my family has always been in real estate. So being a notary wasn't unusual. It's just to this aspect of notary, I didn't really know that it existed like this. So it's been years of just like like really loving what I do. And for those who have missed it, last year I made 14,000 in as a part-time notary. Yeah, being able to sign loan documents. Being able to sign loan documents. Oh yeah, you want a certificate? That's okay, no problem. No problem. If you complete all 4 of the Notary Wellness Mentor phases, I'll give you a certificate, and that states that you're a notary signing agent. Thank you, Brother Walter. I'll slide you your check later. No. Okay. If there aren't any other questions, I say enjoy your Friday night. Me in particular, what I plan on doing is still business. Business is fun to me. Sometimes people are like, you work a lot. Business is fun for me. Like, this is fun. Like, to be able to sit here and talk to y'all about it, like to be able to prepare my notes that I did for you guys. Like, this is fun for me. Like, I worked all day, and then I still come home to my children and work with them, and then come home to do this and work with y'all. This is fun. If your business is not fun, you need to do something else. Like, seriously, you need to do something else. I'm going to work until I can wean myself out of it and then have other people working for me. So that's my plan right now. The school is not up. It's 80% done. So in the meantime, in between time, I got to work until I'm able to have other people work for me. And to say you were a great student too, Brother Walter. So thank you. Thank you, Sister Nolita. I appreciate you all. Remember, your business will go according to your mindset. If your mindset is right, if you speak highly on your business, if you speak good on your business will do well. Be the expert of your business. Know that you know the course of how you want your business to go. You are the sole controller of your business. Your business is your baby. You got to treat your business the way you would treat a baby. You know, monitor your business, check in on your business, feed your business, talk to your business, sing to your business. You seriously have to nurture your business. If you're not nurturing your business, it's going to show. I nurture my business, so my business is doing well. I'm going to nurture my business even more. And so next year, I'm hitting that 20,000 mark on a part-time basis for my business. So nurture your baby. Your business is your baby. All right, y'all? My success is your success. If I believe in you, if I believe in myself, then I believe in you, because I'm an extension of you. I am an extension of you. I'm no greater than you. I am an